Well, good morning. It's Friday. That means it's time for Reaching the Lost Success Strategies. Bible studies are your third step in the evangelism model. Now, you don't start with a Bible study. Now, remember, if you try to do that, you're going to scare people off. They're going to think you're a religious fanatic. You're going to close doors. There's a process to get to the study, contacts, prospecting, Bible studies. I want to talk about that third step, that Bible study step. And I would like to discuss this very briefly this morning. Does it matter? Does it matter is a one study method. Now, there's a lot of lures in a good evangelist tackle box. I got a lot of lures in my tackle box. So if I go fishing and I throw out my line and for several hours I don't get any bites, I'm not going to keep the same lure on my line. I'm going to switch lures. People are different. And not every circumstance requires the same type of equipment or tools. So that's why in our seminars, we teach you several different tools, and we suggest several even additional studies that we don't carry, but traditionally have been very effective. Now, one of the tools that we mention is Does It Matter? I don't spend a lot of time on Does It Matter. In fact, as part of our advanced training, it's a one study booklet. The one study booklet is designed for unique situations or to give you a little bit extra punch when they don't respond to Back to the Bible. Let me explain when you need to use Does It Matter? If you're using Back to the Bible in a study and they don't obey the gospel, what do you need to do next? Well, you never say this is your last study. See, if a study comes to an end, it won't be because I've done it. It'll be because they have ended it. So I know this is difficult, but don't say the last study. Say in our next study. Therefore, they don't know when the last study is going to occur. See, the best close to any Bible study is never to close. So I don't want to close the study. The close is in the baptistry, unless they just give up. I'm going to continue to teach them. But if you get to the end of Back to the Bible and they have not yet obeyed the gospel, what do? Well, just jump to Does It Matter? Does It Matter summarizes Back to the Bible very well, makes a few different points. It's excellent in the close. If you've not seen the close of Back to the Bible, you can actually go to worldvideobibleschool.org and you can watch me do the close. We filmed the entire study. And if you want to learn how to do a close, watch me do that close. I think there's 4 or 5 closings in that particular study. So if someone's finished Back to the Bible and they've not obeyed the gospel, that means they just need help across the finish line. We got to figure out what is it that's keeping them from that final obedience. Does It Matter is really good for that. Also, if you've got someone in your pews that's been sitting there for years, maybe decades, never obeyed the gospel. Now, it's not the preaching that is the reason they not obeyed. We realize that. Some people just need that extra help. They need the personal Bible study. So, Does It Matter is excellent when it comes to helping that person cross the finish line. Now, when else do I use Does It Matter? Well, if I'm doing a campaign and I may not have time to do 3 studies, I may use Does It Matter. If I'm dealing with someone who's sickly. Maybe they're towards the end of their life, and it's very evident. They know it, you know it. You don't know how long they're going to be with you. I use Does It Matter? Maybe I'm dealing with somebody who their attention span is just very short for whatever reason, and I don't have the luxury of 3 studies. I do the one study, Does It Matter, heavy on new convert teaching and follow-up. So Does It Matter kind of fills a little gap. It helps you with people who may not respond as well to Back to the Bible. You need to have different lures in your tackle box. So I would encourage you, take a look at Does It Matter? It's probably on your evangelism table at your local congregation. You've gone through our school, they have that table. Those tools are there. Maybe if you've not already, take your congregation through Does It Matter? If you've done Back to the Bible, now train them how to use another tool. You should never stop your evangelism training. Evangelism is not a one-time training event. It is a continuous event. It is a culture that's within your congregation, and we've got to make sure that our members know what's out there and how to use it. Does it matter? It really does. I hope that you'll take a look at it very soon. Thanks for joining us for this week's Reaching the Lost Success Strategies.